What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Golf Bites. Today, this is going to be a recipe based off of Brooks Koepka. I did some research on him, and apparently he loves pepperoni pizza. So I'm going to make a sandwich. It's going to be a twist on a pepperoni pizza, a little bit more meat, a little bit more flavor, but it's going to be based off of what he likes. One second, hold on. Of course. Hello? Hey, how you doing? Yeah. No. I know. It's been weeks. I get it. It's been weeks. Not today. No, we can't go today. We can't. Tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I'm a little booked, but we can look at tomorrow. You don't need to get so mad, Tiger. We're gonna go, and I'll show you my shot. I'll show you my chip shot that you're looking to do. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, today it's going to be a sandwich based off of Brooks Koepka. It's going to be a pizza sandwich, little flatbread, homemade marinara with wine sauce, some Capicola, some Soppressata, pepperoni, of course. That's what he loves. So yeah. Stay tuned. This is going to be very fast. I can tell you that this is probably one of the fastest sandwiches I will ever make on this channel. So stay tuned, and let's go ahead and make this. All right, so for our marinara sauce, we're going to start off with some hot oil. I have avocado in here. You can use, olive oil. And this is getting pretty hot, so I got to be careful with this. But I'm going to go ahead and start off with some garlic. Okay, this is just chopped garlic, about, I would say, like 5-6 cloves. I like a lot of garlic in my marinara. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. This is the pan I'm using is a Strong pan. I'm not supposed to use, metal, but this is what I have in my hand right now. I got to spread this out now. Okay. So just let these guys get a nice little browning to them. Get them a little brown. That's all we want. It's a little. We don't need a lot. You can see over here, these are brown. Okay. I've got red wine. Okay. So I want to drop my red wine in here. You can see here, this is almost a full glass. This is like a 12-ounce glass. I don't know, but not a lot. It's like maybe like a half a cup of red wine. Drop the heat. I gotta stir this. Be careful. If you've got a gas stove like I do, be careful when you drop in alcohol. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drop in some tomato juice. This is from my peeled tomatoes. Just gonna let that sit there. You can do the tomato juice before the red wine. You can do either or. It's up to you. I just decided to go straight to the red wine. I want it to boil a little bit faster. So cook some of that alcohol out. And so with peeled tomatoes, you have whole tomatoes here, okay? So you got whole tomatoes. They're peeled. You got to be careful with these because when you have to squeeze them. And when you squeeze them, what happens is they squirt. So what I like to do typically is just take my thumb through, work it through a little bit, get some of that juice out, and then just go ahead and peel. Do this. Not peel them, but I squeeze them. I'm going to go ahead and smash these later on. If you go ahead and you just squeeze this, you're going to have a mess. So just take your thumb through, break out that juice, put it in. We got a lot of tomatoes to get through here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do all my tomatoes. I got a lot to go through. I've got 2 cans of peeled tomatoes, and I'm going to get through this. Okay, so I already have my crushed tomatoes in here. I moved them about a little bit with my spoon and everything. And now it looks really soupy, right? So I'm going to go ahead and turn this up a little bit, almost to medium. And I just want to let this almost simmer for a little while so it starts breaking down all the liquid because we put in that red wine and everything, and I want it to simmer down a little bit and get a little thicker. So let this sit for a little bit until it gets kind of thick. You know what tomato sauce looks like. You've bought pasta sauce from the store. Let it sit until it gets there. Okay, so once your sauce is reduced quite a bit, we can see here that it's really kind of like, it's almost really thick, right? So what we want to do, I think I want this a little bit thicker, but not too thick, um, just like your normal pasta sauce. You're going to let this reduce a little bit more to where it's a little bit more thick than this, and then take it off the heat for a little bit, and we're going to blend it up before we add our other ingredients. Okay, Okay, so as you can see here, I have my marinara here. It's very thick, and you can see the chunks of tomato. I'm going to add some salt and some pepper to taste for this. Okay, so it's up to your taste and what you like. Before I drop this in the blender. Okay, after that, I'm going to go ahead and add some basil and everything. But while this is cooling off, before I put it in my blender, I'm going to go ahead and start preheating my oven. You want to preheat the oven to about 425. Okay. So I'm going to take my garlic butter, take my bread. This is just a flatbread. You can use naan bread. You can use pizza bread, whatever you want. Just butter it up with that garlic butter. This is just some butter and some of our minced garlic from earlier. Okay. There we go. Get a nice buttery texture there with all that buttery garlic. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my marinara that we made, homemade marinara. Drop that on there. This is enough for like quite a few flatbreads. Like, you don't have to do just one. Like, you can do quite a few. Like, this is just like, gosh, man, like this is like 2 tablespoons right here. So I did add the chopped basil into this marinara, so keep that in mind. After I blended it, I'm gonna add in my pepperoni. And then so we have Soppressata and Capicola here, so let's add that too. All right, and then just a little bit more of our marinara, just a little bit, because this is a big guy. Right here, just like a tablespoon and a half. Just spread it amongst it. I want our cheese to delve into that. Okay, so the cheese is Asiago and Parmesan. It's not mozzarella. We're going to add mozzarella soon. Go. And that's going to go in the oven for like 5 minutes or something until the cheese is melted. Okay, so we're here and we're not done yet. So we need to add some more pepperoni here. Why all the meats? Just one thin layer, that's all. Not a lot. There we go. A little bit of Soppressata and some Capicola too. Just a thin layer. If you're worried about it being too big, push it outside. What I mean is just like push it out here. right there. Then you can make your sandwich. Okay, some more cheese. Then we're going to drop in our basil. And then some mozzarella. This is just some mozzarella that I cut up, thinly sliced, kind of thin, not super thin, but thin enough. And then I'm going to drop this back in the oven at 425, let this cook up, and then we have our sandwich. Okay, so here we go. We have the sandwich ready. I'm going to go ahead and add some pesto to it because why? It needs some pesto. Personally, I'd like some hot peppers, maybe some Calabrian chilies. Maybe I'll add some heat to this. There we go. There we go. All the meats, all the cheese. Mm. That is good. That is good. I'm gonna take one more bite. Mm. It's messy, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this one's on point.